Namaste, and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. Buongiorno to you. I have the great privilege of being here now, right now, in this moment, on the beautiful Amalfi Coast. I'm in a mountain town called Capo Croce, and up in the mountains, this is the moment. Wherever you are, this is the moment. This is our practice of mindfulness. My name is Evalena, and I'm just really thrilled and honored to share this practice with you this day. Take it anywhere. Right? Take it anywhere. So go ahead and take a seat. So I'm down on the ground. I have a yoga mat I'm practicing with today. I grabbed a cushion to sit on. If you have a chair, maybe you're seated at your desk and you would rather practice there today. Whatever works, wherever you are comfortable, wherever you can be steady and upright. This is the instruction for the practice. So go ahead and sit nice and tall. You can rest your hands down on your thighs and build your seat from the base up, right? From your foundation up. So growing tall just by the movement of your breath. So hands pressing down. Each breath you take, an inhalation, you feel it way down low here in your belly. That breath is rising up, comes up into your ribs, up into the top of your chest, coming all the way up. As you exhale that breath, releasing and emptying, moving all the way back down. So continue like that. Hands down, pressing. You're very stable here. Inhale through your nose, lifting up. Collarbones can widen. Feel the opening in the top of your chest. And as you exhale, just soften into that space that's being created by the movement of your breath. So here now, inhaling, rising up. Take your time. Try not to force it through your throat. This is our yogic breathing. This is our mindfulness breathing. It's inhalation through the nose, exhalation through the nose. Remember the instruction, comfortable. So try to relax the rest of the body. You have a strong core, a strong spine, but the rest of the body stays soft and relaxed. Just notice, just notice. This is a challenging practice to come to. So we'll see how it goes at the end of our practice today. So sitting tall, let's start to move now. Inhale, rise up. Arms are lifting, lift up, arms separate, deep, deep breath. As you exhale, turn your palms back down and move with your breath. So exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Inhale, arms lift. From the base, you're lifting, your core is opening, presence in the body. Exhaling, arms come down. Awareness of breath. One more time. Inhaling up. Fill all the way up. Fill all the way up. Let's twist. Twisting to the right side. Left hand on your thigh. Sit strong. Remember, comfortable, steady. Turn and twist and open yourself up to this moment. I see the beautiful Tereni Sea right here and now. The sun is beginning to set here. What do you see? What is your moment? This moment that we're sharing together, right? The connection of this. Go ahead and come back to center. Reach the arms up. Big breath. Exhale, palms go down, releasing, releasing, releasing. So mindfully moving. Inhale up. Big stretch here. Open up. Exhale and release right back down. Rise up, lifting up, lifting up. Turn and twist. You're going to the left side now. Turn and twist and open and see what you see. A beautiful sky here. Some clouds turning a beautiful orange, a soft orange and pink as the sun sets. Deep breath. What are you experiencing in your body in this moment? Is it steady? Is it comfortable? Come back up to center. Reach your arms all the way up. Big breath. Open the palms. Go ahead and bring your hands together. Very intentional. Right side to left and right through the midline. Over your nose, over your mouth. Hands landing at your heart and set an intention for this day's mindfulness practice. And trust that you know what that intention is. Take a deep and full breath in, lift your chin, lift your gaze, and as you empty, drop your chin, release your hands, let go, let go, let go. Good. We're going to come and transition now. We're going to move into some cat and cow flow. So if you are working on the ground, if you are comfortable here, remember the instruction to be comfortable. Stay here on the ground. If you would like to stand and do this with your hands on your thighs, absolutely, positively, you could kneel and do this. We're going to move the spine. So moving mindfully. Move with your breath. So inhale forward, lift your chin, lift your chest as you exhale, rounding, 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 and let go. Be aware of your alignment. So I'm working my foundation, hands underneath my shoulders, working to get my knees not too wide, not too narrow, but tracking right underneath the pelvis. Inhale forward, and exhale. Push down into the ground as you round into that cat position. As you inhale, keep those arms strong, like beautiful columns supporting this moment, supporting your body. Moving with your breath, rounding, releasing on the exhale, inhaling forward and opening up. Keep moving like this and round, round, round. And open, coming forward, chest and chin open and spacious. Good. Go ahead and play here. So comfortably, steadily moving. I'm swinging my hips over to one side and then to the other side. You can tuck your toes under. I'm getting a good stretch into my feet, opening up. We've been doing or a little bit of hiking. We're going to start to hike the mountains here on the coast. Big breath. So it feels good to stretch the feet. Right, seasons are transitioning, our shoes are perhaps changing. So be here, right? Opening up, taking good care of our bodies. Let's be nice and tall here, hands down. So you're very stable in your position, in your posture. So opening up, float your right arm straight up to the sky, a big breath. Take a look up at the sky. It might be clear, it might be blue, it might be filled with clouds, or maybe you're practicing, right? Indoor. What does that ceiling look like? Bring your right arm forward, take your arm back, open up, trying to work into the joint, just softening, big rotations there, big rotations. And then take that right arm, weave it underneath, surrender into the twist. So I'm dropping my head. I feel comfortable here. If the head is not down, that's okay. If you're standing and you can reach, just kind of reach and turn and twist and open. If it's appropriate, maybe the left arm lifts up. You can bend your elbow and wrap it around the back of your body. Do what feels appropriate here. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Go ahead and unwind that left hand, bring it underneath your shoulder. If you're on the ground, coming out of the twist, if you're standing, and let's flow again. Cat position, rounding, cow position, and your heart is open, spine is moving and breathing in and out. Go ahead and lift that left arm up. Big rotations. Take a look up there. Again, see what color is the ceiling paint, or maybe it's the sky for you. Maybe you can look out a window. What do you see in this moment? Full presence, right? Full presence, opening up into that shoulder joint. Go ahead and weave it underneath that left shoulder, softening the left ear, softening the right arm, floating to the sky. Big breath here. You can bend your right elbow, rest the hand back behind you, and you're here in the now. Deep breathing in and out. Good. Lift that right arm back up. Right hand comes back underneath you, left hand. And again, flow. Cow position, cat position. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Let's take a rest now. So always comfortably, always steady. If you were standing, maybe you sit back in a chair and sit your legs down. You might just fold your body. If you're down on the ground, taking a child's pose, letting your legs open wide, just resting the head, the arms. Let yourself be here. And this is intentional. This resting posture All things are possible in this moment. This is what the teachers, the ancient teachers taught us, that in this practice of awareness, everything is on offer. Everything possible in this moment. Deep breathing. Inhaling. Exhaling. And we don't have to do something. I think more in, especially in our Western culture, the practice is to undo, to just slow down for a moment. And again, this is an intentional pause. We're pausing and resting for a moment. Also gives you a great stretch for your lower back, opening up, paying attention to the body, paying attention to your breath. Go ahead and lift yourself up. Down on the ground, you can walk your hands forward, knees back underneath your hips. You are standing. Let's take a stretch here. So if you're standing, you might grab the wall or the back of the chair. Down on the ground, we're going to walk the hands forward, but pull the hips back. So little puppy dog pose, reaching far forward with the arms, and then gently and mindfully pulling way back with your torso, with the hips. Again, I have my toes tucked, getting a good stretch here. And the fullness of breath. The fullness of breath. Go ahead now. We're going to transition to stand. So on the ground, if you want to tuck your toes and lift your hips, a downward facing dog position. If you are standing, maybe you bend your knees, come to a short dog, walk your hands out. You can transition this way, hands forward, hips back. Be mindful of the posture, right? Be mindful of your alignment. Push down into your feet. Be aware of the alignment here, releasing. Let go, sway the body, smooth gently the arms, the body, push down into the ground, and then slowly and gently and mindfully lifting yourself up. Shrug your shoulders. So every movement is mindful, every movement is intentional. So swimming the shoulders back and now forward, opening up. Feel your breath. Take a look at your feet, spread your 10 toes. So I like to practice in my bare feet, right? Not necessary. Maybe you have your socks on, or it's nice to have a little freedom there. Spread the toes and then move forward, move back. You can feel the energy in this moment. Root yourself down into the ground. Bring your hands to heart center. On your next in breath, float the arms up, lean back, open your heart. As you exhale, bend your knees, surrender forward. You're coming into a forward bend. Let go, let go, let go. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, drop back down. Press into the ground and rise back up. You're lifting up, you're expanding, coming all the way to the top. Go ahead and interlace your fingers at the top. Extend through the thumb and index finger. I'm going to bring my big toes to touch now. The heels are slightly apart and go way up and over to the left side. Feel the breath. The gaze can go up towards that right arm, just leaning back a bit. Good. Come back to center. Go up and over to the other side. You're reaching, expanding. Arm goes back. Chest is open, full of breath, full of awareness. Come back up to center. Separate your arms. Bend your knees as you dive forward into a forward bend. Let go. Inhale. Come up halfway. Exhale. Drop back down. Press into the ground and rise back up. You're coming up, you're coming up, your arms reaching, palms touch, exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, rise up. Full breath, big stretch. Exhale, dive forward, release. So again, all things possible here. Everything on offer. Come up halfway. You can stretch through the back of your legs. How about flattening the spine and extending long? Exhale, drop back down, push into the ground and rise back up. Your arms expanding, your heart opening, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just close your eyes for a moment. So again, we plan the pause. You are in awareness, your body, your breath, the movement, the stillness. Good. Float your eyes open. Shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. So we try to awaken the body, right? This is a practice that we're taking, right? Could be in the middle of your work day, right? Maybe you're joining, you're turning the video on. It could be morning, could be night, wherever and however you are, right? This is the practice of mindfulness. It can be done anywhere. So working here, let's take a balance pose. So I'm going to separate my feet just about hips distance. If you need to hang on to something, I have this beautiful, beautiful railing here to hang on to. Maybe you have the wall, or maybe you don't need anything. You just stand where you are. Lift up that right foot. I'm going to start with my heel coming up my calf. The inside of my calf comes up. It's below the knee. That foot is below the knee. That's a great place to be. If you want to hike that foot up a little higher, you can press the foot into the thigh into the foot. Send your gaze forward, send your heart forward, and then lift your breath. Float your arms way up to the sky and just pause and breathe. Experience this moment. Can you be comfortable and steady here? Opening. If you've fallen out of the pose, come back into it, right? Come back into it. Might do this again and again. Mindful, mindful movement. Bring your hands to your heart. Go ahead and keep that right knee lifted. Lift it up a little higher. Lift it up a little higher. Straighten that leg. Try to lift it up. And then sweep it back behind you, taking the right foot behind the left foot, crossing your legs. Take your hands forward, interlace again. Arms go up, and let's take a big side bend here, up and over to that left side. Stretching and breathing. Good. Come back up to center. Go to the other side too. You feel that the inner thighs are touching and crossing. Good. Exhale, arms down. Unwind the legs. We go to the other side. So start with that left leg. You're going to lift it up. Comes up. Great place to stay, right below the knee, right? Right below the knee. You can keep the foot on the ground even. Hang on if you need to. Lift that left foot up. Lift it up. You're going to push the foot into the thigh. Hands can come forward. Again, notice what happens in the body. Sometimes when we come to these balancing poses, wow, you might say something and you might hear, I'm a great balancer. This is easy for me. Maybe it's challenging for you. What's happening? Float the arms up and just responding quite naturally, quite organically. Lift your core, lift your breath, maybe even lift your gaze. Ooh. From the top of the mountain here, I need to be mindful of my balance. Knee, that left knee lifts. Go ahead and take it back behind you, right? So you're crisscrossing your legs, left foot behind. Bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, up you go. Let's go over to the left, to the right side. Squeeze your inner thighs. You're open. You're spacious. Good. Come back to center. Unwind the legs. Ooh, bring your hands to your heart. Again, pause. Pause for a moment. The in breath, the out breath. Good. Drop your chin to your chest and take some rolls of the head. Go way up and around. Wow, you might hear something up and around the other side. The body responding to this moment. Taking it a little bit wider now, the stance. So I'm going to turn to the right side. Separate your feet nice and wide. So I'm taking a very wide-legged stance, right? Opening up. Put your hands under your hips. Hands come up a little higher. They go right there underneath your ribs. Your thumbs kind of wrap around the back ribs. Lean back. Open your heart. Open your chest. Look up. Again, take it all in. Take in this moment. Exhale, bend your knees, round forward, round, and roll yourself up. Do this a few times. Again, undulating your spine down, lifting yourself back up a few times like that. Good. Coming all the way up, standing tall. Float your arms back behind you and interlace of your hands. If that's not accessible, hands can just rest here on your back body. Lean back, open up. Your chest is open. Bend your knees, gently coming down. Let your head drop. Let your heart soften. Arms lift. Wiggle your toes. Deep breathing in. Deep breathing out. Inhaling, bending your knees, lifting your arms. Exhaling. Good. Let your arms come down. Now you can move side to side. I'm going to take my stance out a little wider, bending one knee, straightening the other, opening up. Pull your hips way back. This is good for the lower back area. Right? Sometimes we hold tension there. Let your head drop. And be present here in the body. Walk your hands up your thighs. Rest your hands. Look forward. And then it's again some more undulation of the spine. Straightening the legs, coming up, exhaling, going down. Inhaling, rounding up. Exhale, go down. Keep looking forward. I'll turn towards you. Keep looking forward. Hands rest on your thighs. I'm not dumping the body down, but lifting myself up and out. It's very stable foundation, comfortable and steady. Look forward and start bringing the breath in and out through your nose. You can go as fast or as slow as it feels appropriate to you. In and out, in and out, in and out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. You could open your mouth, drop your chin. Nice. Release your arms. Turn your toes towards one another. And then with great awareness, go ahead and gently roll yourself all the way up, coming up. Shrug your shoulders. Feel this moment just as it is. Heel toe your feet in, heel toe your feet in, and go ahead and step yourself standing forward, palms out to the side, and just pause. Plan to pause. Let's do one more. Flow, sun salutation. Up you go. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, bend your knees, drop down, let it all go. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, we're going to go back down on the ground, or again, sit in your chair, right? If you have a chair and that's a better place for you. Coming down, hands and knees for a moment. If you're here, I'm just going to sit back onto my heels. Again, if that's too much, don't do that. You're going to stay forward. Sit tall, and again, a little pause. Just notice hands here to your thighs. Down on the ground, we're going to sweep the legs forward. If you're in a chair, you can extend your legs forward, pushing down into the heels. So the foundation is the heels, the pelvis. Float your arms all the way up and then exhale. Let's go forward. So taking a forward bend on your chair, you might grab, come and just go down the ankles. You might make it to the bottoms of your feet. If you're down on the ground, perhaps that's where you land as well. Look forward, exhale, drop down, and here now, and stretch and breathe and stretch. I'm going out. My legs are extending a little bit longer as I stay here. The body is reacting, right? It's surrendering into the big stretch, this forward bend. I feel the back body opening. I actually feel it in my shoulders too, right? Reaching, breathing. Wherever you are, right? This is the practice. This is the mindfulness moment. Take it all in. There's such beauty. There's such possibility in this moment. Go ahead and gently rise up, rise up. Little opening of the hips. So in a chair, you can bend your left knee. We can actually all do that. Bend your knee and just cross your right leg over. Keep that right foot flexed. It's a nice little stretch for the hip, just opening up, feeling the breath here. Let's try the other side, just to reach for the shin, right? We're not taking the ankle to really clear the shin, and the knees stay in alignment there, and just a little stretch into those hips. We sit a lot, so opening up the hips is very helpful. You can swing that leg around, swing that leg around. And one more time, we're going to take a forward bend. So in a chair, your feet can come out wide. Down on the ground, your knees are wide, but your feet come together. And again, up you go, forward. And here's a forward bend. Let your head drop and just breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. This practice is available anywhere, everywhere, at all times. By just taking a moment to come into complete awareness. Your body, in this particular case, we have this forward folded posture, right? Just noticing your breath, taking a moment to notice wherever you are, the space you are in. Use your breath. Maybe it's quiet. Maybe there is ambient noise or words or speaking, or I just heard a donkey a little while ago. Now there's some folks speaking. I hear the sound traveling through the mountains. What are you experiencing in this moment? Right. So let's prepare for the kind of the combination of this whole practice is meditation. We just had a moving meditation. We were breathing and opening ourselves up. Now we're going to do a more formalized meditation, a seat again. It can be in the chair, down on the ground. I'm taking my cushion. In this case, I'm actually going to fold this cushion. I want a little bit of an extra lift. My hips are feeling quite tight. So crossing the legs, sit yourself up nice and well, comfortably and steadily. Remember that tall spine we started with, right? We have a strength here in your core. The rest of the body relaxes. Take your dominant hand, right? Take your dominant hand and gently turn the opposite hand up. Place the dominant hand into the opposite hand. Let the tips of your thumbs gently come to touch. And this is the moment. This is the moment for mindfulness. We bring it all together. We have this strong, clear, spacious posture. We have the awareness of the energy, the breath coming into the body and right back out of the body. And we have this moment, our minds completely focused on this moment. This Your eyes can relax, the lids softening over the ball of the eye. Your mouth and jaw relaxed, your tongue is soft and away from the roof of your mouth. And this, you take it all in, this moment, this moment, this moment. And without movement, just awareness of your body, awareness of the breath, awareness of this moment just as it is. What are you experiencing in this moment? Take a deep breath, fill all the way up. Let your eyes open as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Go ahead and bring your hands together in a prayer and go back to your intention if you set one for this day's practice, this mindfulness moment. And hold your intention with great compassion, with great kindness. Go ahead and lift your gaze, lift your prayer all the way up to the sky. May all beings be free. We do this practice for the benefit of all. May all beings be free. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, separate your hands and send your intention out into the world. Bring your hands back together. As you exhale, right through the midline, your hands meeting heart center. Namaste. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this mindfulness moment. I hope you come along with me. I will continue this journey through this beautiful country of Italy. And I hope you join me next time. My name is Evalena. Namaste.